All right, this is number 23 on page 250, and I have this equation with the variable of u all over and in the denominator certainly. I left a lot of space here because I know I'm going to have to rewrite the 2 using the lowest common denominator. So the first thing to do would be to, this is denominator is already a linear u. This is just a denominator of 1. This one would have to be factored. So this is going to factor to, let's see, a 3 and a 2, so it's going to be a u plus 3 and a u minus 2. So let's talk about domain restrictions first of all. What u cannot equal. So u cannot equal a positive 2, because that would make this denominator 0 and this one. And u cannot equal a negative 3, because that would make this denominator 0. So anyway, now lowest common denominator, I'm going to pick up a u minus 2. It occurs here and here, and then I'm going to pick up a u plus 3, which occurs here. So if that's the lowest common denominator, this first term on the left side of the equation is already over the lowest common denominator. This one has to be multiplied by 1 in the form of the lowest common denominator. And this last term, u minus 3 over u minus 2, I need the denominator to have a u plus 3, so I have to multiply that by 1 in the form of u plus 3 over u plus 3. So I'm going to make sure all the binomials are wrapped for multiplication. So now every term is over the LCD, the lowest common denominator. So I'm going to wrap everything and multiply by every term by the lowest common denominator, so all of those denominators will be cleared. So now I'll have 5 equals 2 times u minus 2, u plus 3, minus, and I'll put this in its own bracket, u minus 3, u plus 3. So, in simplifying the right side, it doesn't matter which of these 3 factors, which 2 I multiply together first. So I'll just multiply the u minus 2, u plus 3, because I already know that's going to be u squared plus u minus 6 by 2. And then minus, when I multiply these together, u plus 3 and u minus 3, it's u squared minus 9. And I'm going to, again, remember I'm subtracting that whole expression. So continuing to simplify, plus 9. So make sure we pick that up. 2u squared minus 1u squared is just going to be a u squared. I have just a plus 2u. If I keep the 5 over here, negative 12 and 9 is a negative 3. So last thing I have to do is subtract the 5 from both sides. And I have minus 8. So to factor that, I'm going to have a positive 4 and a negative 2. So my solutions are a 2 and a negative 4. So I need to check both of those, and I look up, and in fact 2, it can't be 2. It's a domain restriction. So because that's going to make, this denominator 0 and this denominator 0 if u is equal to 2. So I have to purposely, I'm going to show that I reject that 2. And the solution then is just negative 4. And I would leave that to you to plug that in and check it in the original equation. And that is it.